to our little urban farm in Linden, Michigan.
Our family has lived in the Linden area since 2005. It's a great small town with a sense of community. At any given day, you could go to a store or go for a walk and continually run into people you know. There is such a huge push here of buying local and supporting the few small businesses that call this town home. Our area has some large farms, but amazingly, there aren't any urban farms. We are the only one in the town that we are aware of. As you drive through town, you see very little people growing their own food or maximizing space to provide for their family, or they don't even know how to. Our farm was created in 2012 because of my love for chickens. Even though we have always planted a garden, there were two major reasons we decided to do an urban farm. The first reason, several years ago, my two sons and I were hit head on by a drunk driver. My two sons recovered luckily. I unfortunately didn't. Due to a neck injury I sustained, I lost my career of 10.5 years. Due to the struggle of trying to find a new career and start over, we decided to take what we loved, the gardening and raising chickens, into building a business. Lastly, we want to bring more affordable, higher quality produce to our customers. Plus, people want to know where their food came from. Currently, our main product right now is poultry. We are selectively breeding Morans, offering day-old chicks and some hatching eggs. Morans are a pretty sought-after breed that originated in France. The varieties we offer now are silver Birkins and black coppers. We also try and offer as much produce as we can to farmers markets, friends, and customers. Future products that we'd like to do are bee and honey products, syrups, cottage food, essential oils, and soaps.
Some of the keys to our success with the few things that we do offer is just our drive and compassion to be the best and do the best we can with what we have and what we offer. It's very important to us to listen to our customers, listen to what they want, listen to their reviews. This helps us do better. And a big huge goal of mine in the farm is to not have a negative or an unhappy customer. I take it very, very personal and right to my heart if somebody's unhappy. So I do my best to make sure that that doesn't happen. And I just continually thank everybody because without them, we will never grow as a business or a farm and be able to bring the things that we want to bring if it's not what the customers want.
This is our current setup, what we have for our small little urban farm right now. Again, we're pretty much in the downtown area. We're sitting on about a half-acre lot. We have to be really careful in our planning, trying to organize things as neatly as possible because we do have neighbors on either side of us. Thankfully, they're really, really great neighbors and have supported us through our entire endeavor. They're actually the ones that suggested we get chickens because they used to have some in the past. This is our home right now. We have a small little office space that we just use for storage. We want to convert that into a showroom. That way we can, have our products, whether it be our honey, soaps, eggs, you name it, wine. We're going to keep that in there. That way people can just, drive up and take a look at what we have. This is currently being used as a dog run right now. What we're planning on doing we're still gonna, be able to, walk the dog in this area here, but we want to add some grow beds along this fencing. Uh, that way we're utilizing, as much spaces as we can. This is currently our garage, and this is our newer coop that we built. That's a lot more functional. This is the older coop that was here when we moved in. It's kind of beat down and battered, uh, and I just basically made do with what I had when I first got chickens. And then this fence exists right along here. This fence exists right now. This fence right here, we want to add that. We're having a lot of deer come in and destroy our garden as we speak. Also, we have a lot of kids that travel back and forth across the property, so we want to fence that in to kind of limit people coming in and disturbing what we're doing. There's a lot of brush right here. We're planning on tearing that out. We want to tear this down. We want to extend the garden out, quite a bit. That way, it makes more usable space for us. There's a bunch of trees, scattered trees right in the back here. We want to take those out, and then there's a wood line right along, the back side. So currently what we want to do, what we're planning on doing, is we're going to add a greenhouse right here with aquaponics systems. The new coop that I want to build is going to be situated right in the back area here. And then we want to add an additional area for produce, and we're probably actually going to utilize this space as gardens or wildflowers for essential oils, or possibly trellis systems for either grapes or hops, because I brew wine and beer, and hopefully in the future that's something that I wouldn't mind delving into and selling as well. And right here will be our few beehives that we plan on getting. For each, I have a couple rain collection systems I want to do. One is for the aquaponics system, and then another, I have a metal roof on the new coop. I want to add that to either utilize for the animals, or I'm going to have a drip or pump system that will feed this garden. And the same thing, this will be a fairly large rain collection system to either use for reservoirs for the aquaponics, or to pump water in the garden, or trellis systems. So that's basically the layout and what the future layout will be looking like, and hopefully you guys will be with us every step of the way.
With the expansion project, the poultry operation is our first major undertaking. We have had such a huge demand for chicks, I have been unable to fill the orders. The reasons are that I'm unable to ship out of state at this time because I need a certification. Next is due to not having enough birds. I'm limited on space with what coops I have. The goal is to tear down the old coop, which is here originally when we moved in, and it's now falling apart. I want to build a new coop, a much larger coop in the back. Also, a key to producing more will be a larger incubation setup for the eggs. Once all this is complete, we will get the flock certification needed to ship poultry out of Michigan. After the removal of the old coop, we will clear the brush and trees around it and enlarge our garden. The next big endeavor is building a greenhouse to house the aquaponics system. With this system in combination with our gardens, will produce a huge amount of plants and vegetables. These will be marketed to local consumers and chefs. We'll use recycling and bargain shopping to keep costs at a minimum throughout the entire expansion projects. Where our backers and followers come in is this. To actually complete this project and grow to the end result we see ourselves would take years. With support from backers, friends and family, and the community, our goals of having a complete urban farm will be reached in a shorter time. As we only have a few months of mild weather left in Michigan, time is ticking to get the project started. We would like to have as much in place as we can to be ready for the peak growing season in 2014. Also, once things are in place, we will be in a better position to consult others in the area on urban farming. We also bring as much online interaction as we can. Backers and followers will be able to see everything created step by step, and also, when possible, join in some of the decision-making processes. This will be accomplished by posting our choices of items and letting people vote on the best choices. By doing this, everyone will be helping create something wonderful. So again, with your support, it would allow us to accomplish these things. Tear down of the old coop, building of the new coop and incubation equipment, brush and tree removal, garden expansion. We will need a tiller for the soil, greenhouse and aquaponics systems, another garden installation with drip systems installed, and miscellaneous equipment needed. We will also be placing hives for pollination and honey. For your support, you're going to get a huge thank you from us. You're going to get some farm products from our farm, like t-shirts or hats. You're going to help us bring broad solutions to our customers. And you're going to also be involved in some of the decision-making process during our expansions. And you're going to help create something great.
Last, I just want to say to everybody out there that watches this video or tries to help us grow, from the bottom of our hearts and my family, we thank you very, very much, and I hope that you will join us on our future endeavors in our urban farm expansion. Thank you very much.